Welcome to GirlTalk TV. Thank you for joining us. My name is Sherry, your host, and joining me again is Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hello, Sherry. How are you?
Feeling fabulous. I'm ready to get fit. This is our second segment in the health series, right?
Yes.
Hope you guys are feeling pumped. Last week we did the bra strap area.
Yes.
Which I like to call the back fat area.
Know.
We did that, and so today, what are we working out?
Okay, so I spent the week kind of quizzing everybody after they did their upper back series from our last video as to what they wanted next. And everybody kept asking me for shoulders.
I'm ready, but why am I carrying 4-pound weights?
Okay, well.
I mean, is this going to be that hard or?
Well, that depends. Generally, you only want to use a very light weight. These are shoulder stabilization muscles. It's not like we're bench pressing, we were trying to do heavy weight or doing a single arm row or any of that kind of stuff. We want the weight to be light. So even when I'm working with my big guys, we're still already maxing out at about 5 pounds. So I would stay somewhere between, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 pounds, depending upon how strong you are in your shoulders. And are you compensating? Meaning, are you lifting your shoulders? Are you doing the exercise incorrectly? You want to go a little bit lighter. Once you can perform all of the movements through all of the sequences and it's easy, then up your weight a little bit. But remember, it's not about maxing out.
But I get you.
Yeah, we want to keep it the form correct.
Yes.
And we want to work the correct muscles rather than compensating and doing something that isn't working what we're trying to accomplish.
Okay. Well, I feel great from last week.
Yay.
The last week's challenge was awesome, so I'm ready for this week.
Perfect.
So let's start.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to have you start with your feet in parallel and about 4 to 5 inches apart from each other. I want you to feel like you're pushing the floor away with your feet and the crown of the head up to the sky. You're going to start with the weights at the front of your thighs, and you want to make sure that you have enough width where your thumb's going to line up with your armpit no matter where your arms go.
Okay.
Okay, so as you stand up nice and tall, you want to inhale and bring the weights up to the height and width of your shoulders and exhale on your way back down. Good. You're going to do this 8 times. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Okay. Keep going. Inhale. Now you want to make sure the top of your shoulders right over your rib cage. You want to make sure your belly button's to your spine and that your tailbone is reaching down to the floor.
I think I've mastered that tailbone piece from the last segment.
Perfect.
Keeping it tucked in.
Tucked in. Perfect. Now the other thing you want to make sure of is that your hands don't get any closer together. So the thumbs stay nice and wide apart. Okay. So you don't feel like you're squeezing anything. These look really good. Feet are nice and stable. And one more we're going to do for right now.
Okay.
Great. Now, if this becomes very, very simple, we're going to do a little bit of an add-on, okay? So the first add-on I'm going to give you, I know, I have to give you more challenges. I don't want you to be bored. All right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a releve. So just like we do in our bar classes, as you bring the weights to the height of the shoulders, you're going to inhale, releve to the ball of the foot, and exhale on the way down. So on your way up, I want you to think like great platform wedge instead of stiletto. I don't want your ankles to bow out. I need your feet to stay nice and stable. And you're going to inhale on the way up and exhale on the way back down. Inhale on the way up. Feeling your shoulders yet? Exhale down.
I feel it. Yes.
Last time. Inhale and exhale on the way down. So we're going to call this one I, okay? So I can be done with that flat foot or adding that nice releve to it. Okay. The next one we're going to do today is called Y. So yes to everything fabulous, right? Yes. So we're going to take, thank you. So we're going to take the weights to the front, and you want to make them in this kind of V shape here, right in front of your pubic bone. Now be careful not to use momentum or swing back, because if you smack yourself in the pubic bone, it hurts. So you don't want to do that at all.
I don't want that.
No momentum. I'm also going to have you take your feet. We wouldn't usually do this, but since we're doing some add-ons, we're going to take the feet to first position so that your heels are together and your toes are pointing out. Got it. I want you to zip your upper inner thighs together and squeeze the heels toward each other into the floor. So you feel those inner thighs working, and you feel all the way from the outer thigh to the back of the inner thigh in the back. So now for this one, you're going a little bit higher. So you're going from low to high to make that Y for yes. So keeping your belly button to your spine, inhale on your way up, exhale on your way back down. Working to keep the elbows nice and straight. And you want the arms on a diagonal, so think of bringing the hands to the front corners of the room, wherever you might be. Inhale on the way up, exhale, keeping that belly button in, and continue breathing, inhale and exhale. Now you want to make sure the neck and shoulders stay nice and relaxed, so as you inhale and exhale, again, let's refer back to that back fat area or bra strap area, and I want all of the muscles here. Perfect.
Shoulders. I feel it in that area.
Yes, all the way up and all the way down. Let's do 2 more like this, keeping the belly nice and tight, inhale and exhale. Last time here, inhale and exhale.
Okay.
Great. So even though we're doing 8 of each exercise and a total of about 3 to 4 sections all the way around once you've completed each one, I'm going to give you an add-on. Okay?
So, love you.
I know. It's a little extra. So on the first set of 8, maybe you do it without the add-on.
Okay.
But the second set of 8, maybe you add the add-ons, okay?
For a challenge. Okay.
For a little bit more of a challenge.
Okay.
Or once you're feeling really comfortable and you want something to add on.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a demi-plie in first position. So the belly's nice and tight. And as you go into your demi-plie, you want to make sure that your knees line up with your second and third toe and that your back stays nice and long. Be really careful that you don't tip back, which happens if you're really, really tight in the hips and in the quads. So you want to make sure that it's a small demi-plie and that you're squeezing the upper inner thighs together. So what it would look like when you're doing the whole thing,
I got it.
you're in first, you're going to come down into your demi-plie. So between the legs looks like this nice diamond shape. You'll inhale on your way down with the arms toward the front and exhale to return. Inhale and exhale, making sure your tailbone goes underneath you. Inhale, keeping that tailbone tucked a little bit more, and allow the knees to go open. There you go. And exhale. Last time here, inhale, and last time to exhale. So now you're adding a little bit more inner and outer thigh at the same time as working the shoulder and keeping the core nice and tight.
My heart rate is moving.
Yes. As soon as we start these add-ons, your heart rate's going to go up for sure.
Maybe I should have done 2 pounds.
No, can't cheat. Okay, so the next one, so we have I, we have Y, and the next is T.
T.
Okay.
IYT.
Yep, so T for tremendous.
Okay.
Terrific. So let's take it out to a T. Now for a T, you want to make sure you have enough wall space or clearance no matter where you're doing this, because you want the arms to come out right to the side. So it's a lateral raise, out to the side, but no higher than your shoulder.
Got it.
So you're going to come up to shoulder height, and always make sure that your arms are slightly in front of your body line and not in back of your body line. So you're going to inhale out to the sides and exhale. So you are going to the side wall. So go back to a little bit wider where you were before. Just make sure your arms don't end up past your midline.
We don't want it back here.
Exactly. Yep, you want to stay nice and lifted. So give me some more T's, please.
T's, please.
Yes. So for the basic movement of extending the arms out, keeping the abs nice and tight, allowing the arm to go just to shoulder height, this is great. The last one that we're going to work on is M for much more.
So what was the acronyms again?
I, Y, T, and M.
Okay.
Yep. So for the M, the body's going to fold a little bit forward. And the thing that always comes to my mind is almost like a swimmer, okay? You want to make sure when you're folding from your hip joint. So your knees are soft, your feet are flat on the floor, and you're going to fold forward from your hip joint. Now again, you want to make sure that your tailbone is underneath you. And I know I've said that a lot, but really what it's doing is helping to elongate and engage your core so that you're protecting your low back, okay? A lot of people have a lot of strain in their low back when they don't use their low abs. Your arms this time are going to come all the way toward the height of your ears, keeping the shoulder down. You're going to press your arms past your body all the way, keeping your abdominals nice and tight. You want to make sure that your weight is solid through your whole foot and that your torso feels level. So you're not way back here and you're not collapsing forward. No hunching. Nice long back. So start with a tall spine. Stand up straight for me to begin with. Make sure your feet are a little bit apart. That'll add some base of support. Okay, now stand up tall and then fold from your hip joint, just your hip joint. Yep, good. Now allow your eyes to look downward so that you're lengthening your neck. And as you inhale, bring the weight up to about the height of your shoulder, palm down. Good. Now as you exhale, keeping everything else still, soften the knees just a little bit, just to there, keeping that tailbone tucked. As you exhale, press your hands all the way past your body toward me. Great. And inhale, go forward again without moving anything else. And exhale, press back. Like I said, M for much, much more. And back. Shoulders are down. And again, refer back, like last week, to the bra strap muscles. Good. 4 more here for me. Exhale as you pull back. And inhale on your way forward. Good. Keeping your body nice and tight and engaged. And again. And let's just do one more. Just for good luck.
She is killing me, guys.
And stand up nice and tall.
Woo!
So there you go for an M. Now, if we want an add-on for M, we're going to add almost like a small squat to that.
Okay.
So what I'll have you do is staying in that position you were just in, you'll bend the knees, but this time when you come up, you're going to straighten the legs. Your body will stay in this position though. You'll inhale forward, and exhale to straighten. Now, as you straighten your legs, push the floor away. I want you to engage your entire leg. I want you to feel your glute working. I want you to feel your hamstring working. And I still want your core nice and tight. Exhale and reach. So the body's still slightly tipped.
This is a good workout.
Your heart rate will go up. So here's a great thing to do. Do each exercise, IYTM, keeping the feet in the stable parallel position. Do each one 8 times. Wait till you see what we have next.
Yes.
I know. So for the next sequence that we'll work on, we're going to move it down to the core.
Ooh.
We're going to work on that 6-pack.
This is, okay. Guys, join us next week for your 3rd challenge. So this week, your challenge is to go from the first video to this segment. So see if you can do it. All right, guys?
See you next week.
Thank you for tuning in. Let us know how you feel. Bye.